has a Team Canada roster, so we're gonna go through each roster. We're gonna do all 4 forward lines, 3 defensive pairings, 1 extra forward, 1 extra defenseman, and 3 goalies. And you're gonna name their captains and alternate captains, guys. And then we're gonna debate and see if we all agree with everything, and go from there. So you're gonna say the roster first, and then we're gonna go from there. Okay?
I think we're gonna go forwards, defense, and goaltending. Right?
Forwards. But you're gonna do all
yeah.
13, all 7 defensemen, all 3 goalies, and
right.
then we're gonna name captains and alternate captains.
Are you guys ready
Remember,
for this?
1 captain. We're gonna do 3
ready
or
as
4
I'll
alternates.
ever
Yes.
be,
Okay.
man.
So my first line, I got Mark Scheifele, Connor McDavid, and Mitch Marner.
That is crazy,
That's
but I'll
kinda
take
My
it.
team's fucked.
The reason why I'm saying that, okay, I'm just gonna give my reasoning behind it is because McDavid and Scheifele were a great line in North America.
They're
So
very
there
good
is a little chemistry there.
I forgot about that.
And yeah, I think honestly it should work out. I think
Drink
you
quench.
want to work with more chemistry than
quench.
anything,
Yeah,
especially since it's such
100%.
a small tournament. Okay, my next line. I'm
Please
going with the
sponsor
Maritime
us.
line. I'm going with the Nova Scotia line here. I'm going McKinnon, Crosby, Marchand. Crosby and Marchand.
Wait a minute. How did you just pronounce that shit? Did you say Nova Scotia?
Nova Scotia, yeah.
It's Nova Scotia. You
Nova
twat.
Scotia.
It's Nova Scotia. I'm sorry, I thought it was
Nova
Nova Scotia.
Scotia.
Is it Nova Scotia?
It's
Nova
Nova
Scotia.
Scotia. You've been saying Nova Scotia for 19
I've
years.
said it's Nova Scotia. Okay, to be fair,
Oh my
is
god.
it Nova Scotia? Okay,
It's
you know what?
Nova Scotia.
Okay, I'm going with a Nova Scotia line. I'm going
Uh-huh.
McKinnon, Crosby, Marchand. Crosby and Marchand have already proven they have great chemistry
Yeah,
in 2016. McKinnon, again, wants to play with Crosby. I think there's some good stuff there. My third line, I want to go with just pure speed here. I'm going Barzal, Reinhart, Konechny. I just want to see a good speedy line, a good gritty line. I think that should work out.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Now,
I think I get run over too
my-
here, Parker.
My fourth line.
do
My
you get
fourth
run
line, I
over?
wanted to go
You'll be
purely
American.
defensive.
Offense game.
I'm
Keep
going
up with their off.
Stone, Suzuki, Cirelli.
The only hope I have
Yeah,
is
if his back's not injured.
Sorelli?
Cirelli. The reason why I'm going to Cirelli is
It's
I
Stone.
think.
If his back's not injured.
Oh, again,
I'm
yes,
still very
yes.
hung up on
again,
Anthony
this is where
Cirelli.
injury. Okay, the thing why I'm saying Cirelli is because guess who's coaching Team Canada? John Cooper.
Is it Cooper?
It is Cooper.
Okay.
I guarantee you one Tampa Bay Lightning will make this team. And
He'll
I
just
think
take
it's going to be Cyril.
Stamkos, the former
I think
Lightning.
it's
Have
gonna
you
be
have
Cirelli.
you checked who's already been locked? There was 6 players from Sweden that was locked.
Yes, I already checked. I think
Who's
it
already
was.
locked? Who's already locked?
Oh shoot, Braden Point was on there. Fuck, I forgot Braden Point. Okay,
There's your bolt.
there's my issue. You know what? We're gonna go Stone, Suzuki, Point.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Okay.
That's a lot better than having
Yeah,
Anthony
sorry.
Cirelli in
And then
there.
I'm gonna have Cirelli as my 13th. I'm
Okay,
making some moves here.
interesting.
Okay, cool. That okay. Any debates here? Anything you guys want? Sounds good.
I
Okay.
still,
my only debate was Cirelli, but Cirelli's gone.
Even as a 13th forward, I don't know if he's. There's so many other options.
I think he's gonna go with someone that is close to him, someone that he really knows. I think Cirelli's the best choice here.
One thing about Cirelli is he's versatile enough that he's not fantastic in everything.
He's gonna be your Swiss Knights.
but he's
Yeah.
versatile and he's good enough in everything. You can slot him in anywhere you need to and go from there. Like that's the thing with Braden Point. Braden Point may be on the 4th line, but if someone goes down in those top 3 lines, Braden Point can, because he's got good speed, he's got good hands, all this stuff.
He's got a fucking wicked shot.
I know. So
too.
he can fill in these lines, and then Cirelli can fill in that 4th line.
All right. My defensive lines. Taves and McCarr. I don't think that should be a
Yeah,
debate
no,
there.
yeah, it's
Good
fine.
chemistry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably the
It's
best line.
proven line.
My next line is Morrissey and Noah Dobson.
Okay.
I think just two
Devin
solid
was
defensemen.
having an aneurysm if he didn't pick Morrison.
I was sitting there.
Both
I was
having
ready to
good
go
run.
to war for Morrissey if he wasn't there.
This one might be a little
Even if he was
controversial.
a third pairing defenseman on this team, I'd have gone to war.
I couldn't leave both of them out. I know they're both offensive defensemen, but I'm going Riley and Bouchard as my third pair. I think Morgan Riley has to make this team. I know he's a good
Riley,
defensive
yeah,
game.
Bouchard.
Bouchard,
I
I
would
don't know.
Bouchard, I'd keep in.
Bouchard is having an absolute shit show of a season.
I know.
I would not leave shit
I know,
You
but
better
Bouchard is
What?
still
Better have Quinn Hughes as your top pair.
okay. And then for goaltending, I'm going Montembeault and Thompson.
You'll have to be
Montembeault and
patient.
Thompson.
Yeah.
And Thompson.
Yeah, you're off your fucking rocker.
Where's
I think
Jordan
Logan Thompson's a
Binnington?
lock. I'm sorry. I think Logan Thompson has to make this team after what he's shown this year.
For Team Canada?
Yeah.
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 Again, look,
Logan
I can,
Thompson, I get, but I think I don't think Montembeault will be the starter.
I think
I
Joey
just-
I agree.
Dacord's
I agree with
Joey
that.
Dacord's gonna make that
'Kay.
team if they can get him his passport.
That is something I
Yeah.
forgot about. Joey Decord. I didn't put him on this list because there's a lot of
I
political
think I'll
issues
be
with it,
honest, dude.
but
I think that out of Canadian goaltending, Montembeault will be the third goaltender. Montembeault will be there.
who would you put over him?
This is the issue I'm having. Okay, so Thompson I put there. I almost put Thompson as a starter too.
Yeah.
Thompson's the starter.
If you want a backup, this is my issue. Okay, I know I just ranted about Aiden Hill, and I'm not dicking riding him, but I'm saying that he's above average enough that with your lines he could be fine.
'Kay.
I think the issue, people are dick riding Jordan Binnington for it and think he's a lock for starter. I would love to see if he can get back to that St. Louis form. I'd love to see that. The issue is he's not consistent enough and he doesn't keep his emotions in check enough. For a goaltender, you need to have your emotions like on a lock almost.
Yeah, you can't have a
You
guy that's
can't-
ready
you
to
can't have,
drop.
You can't,
the
have,
fucking
especially in a
gloves with
14
everyone.
tournament like this. Because like if Binnington,
just
if you
wants
put
to
Binnington
fight.
in as if you put Binnington in as your starter, okay, and you have Montembeault as your third guy, okay, and because if you fight, if a goalie fights, they're gonna kick him out of the tournament.
100%.
They'll kick
Yeah,
him out.
100%.
Well, then you're stuck with two goaltenders with Thompson and Montembeault, and if one of them gets injured, because Thompson, I love him, but he's injury prone.
Yeah.
If you're stuck with those two, now you're fucked because all you have is one goaltender. Unless you try and recall last minute a team to release, and every team's gonna be like, yeah, you can go fuck yourself. We're not.
Why
letting
don't we
one
just
go."
bring
Okay, so-
Fleury to this as an extra goalie?
I
to
wouldn't
respect the
trust
man?
Fleury at this point. So, but here's my thing: is
Third goalie.
Actually, no.
I can
'Cause
understand why people argue.
The players can decline, and Fleury's a family. He won't want to go for 2 weeks.
Okay. So here's my thing too: is I think
Motherfuckers' road trips take longer than this tournament's going to. He'll
Yes,
be
but,
fine.
But there's a difference. There's a difference. They don't have a road trip during that time, and a lot of time, and during that time they also have there's one weekend during the finals weekend where there's no NHL games because the All Star weekend usually, and that's the finals weekend for the Four Nation Face Off. That's most of the family guys saying no because it's the only time they get their family. Why would he give that up? It's the only
Agreed.
time he's guaranteed with his family. He's
okay,
not gonna.
It's
He's not gonna.
the only reason I would think.
But again,
someone
this
like
is- this
Fleury
could be
would
his
give it up
last
as a
international cap, right?
It's going to be.
Yeah.
going to be.
He's retiring.
Yeah,
after
you're right,
this.
you're right,
I mean,
you're right,
I,
actually.
I get that, but at the same time, it's also.
And that's what I was
understand.
going to say. Is
This
I
is
think
the other thing I'm
Fleury
thinking as well.
would take
He's
it
getting
because
he's
it's his
getting
last
he's
dance.
getting up there. He's getting up there in age, and that's nothing to do with him. But what I'm saying with getting up there in age, the fact that because he's getting up there in age, as we've heard from Yager, as we've heard from Brodeur, especially with Brodeur, as goalies get up there in age, they have to do so much more recovery for their body. The risk of injury when he wants to go far with Minnesota, which in Minnesota, I mean, they can make a playoff
They're
run.
looking good. They're looking good.
When he
Gus
could-
will get most of the starts come playoff.
no,
time,
100%.
So.
But it depends how Fleury's doing.
Yeah.
It depends how he's doing.
Gustafson's been pretty.
again they have a
100%
good tandem going
They
there.
have a good tandem. But what I'm saying is that the risk of an injury on that with the extra games being played at that international level,
Yeah.
if he was third, or even during the training camp, and with that extra stuff he had to put his body through, it almost makes more sense to just stick with the standard stuff he's used to, have the stuff he's used to, have the home he's used to with his practices, and then just take that weekend off.
Now, again, I think you can put anyone in that slot. Like, there's no wrong answers because all the Canadian goalies are around the same level. Another
all
name
dog
I was
shit.
really looking at right now.
They're okay. They're awful.
Another
They're
name
okay.
I was looking at about thinking is
They're not
Mackenzie
the
Blackwood.
US, I'll tell you that.
He's
wouldn't.
putting up a .9 on the San Jose Sharks, which to me
Yeah,
is very
but
impressive.
it's-
Again, inconsistencies.
Yeah, but Mackenzie Blackwood. But my only issue is if we didn't
He's
have any
good
other
on the
goaltenders, yes.
Sharks.
If
That's
we didn't
just
have any other
'cause of the sheer
goaltenders,
number of shots he faces every night.
That is right,
if we
yeah.
didn't have any other goaltenders, I'd say yes.
he's
but,
averaging 29.9 shots right now.
But if-
29.3, sorry.
But if we when you have Hill, when you have Thompson, when you have Montembeault, that are three there.
Mm-hmm.
When you have Fleury, that if he wants to, you take him for the experience.
of course.
When you even have Binnington, if he really wants to, which I mean, I'd prefer him not. But when you have those five guys as well in the running there, you really can't take a look at someone like Mackenzie Blackwood, who throughout his career has been so inconsistent throughout, and not had like a really consistent starting season until now.
Yeah. I completely understand that. Do we want to go move on
I'm
to
gonna
the
move on.
U.S.?
USA. So D-Dog,
fuck.
you're up.
Okay,
Alright.
so
Roster here.
I just pulled up because what I did was I took roster
Wait,
that someone
pause.
had and tweaked it.
Austin, we haven't gone over the captaincy for Team Canada.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Captains. It's pretty obvious to me. It's got to be Sidney Crosby.
Yeah.
I love
Yep.
Connor McDavid. Sidney Crosby has proven he's a leader on this team.
I can agree with that.
Do that. Now,
If you were gonna say McDavid, I was gonna lose my shit, dude. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
McDavid, I gave him a name. He's going to be
That's
the captain
fine.
in the
That's
future,
fine. That's
right?
I'm okay with that. If you gave him the C, I would have lost my shit when you have Crosby there.
The other A I gave to as a future captain is Kale McCarr. I think he's going to be the
Yep.
next feature there. And I gave Brad Marchand A just because he's been through
I
it.
would've given
He's a
McKinnon
leader.
one. I would've
given one to McKinnon, yeah.
McKinnon? I'm
McKinnon.
going Marchand. He has a little bit more experience in this
Yeah,
tournament.
but you already have experience when you have
Sid.
Crosby there, and McDavid's been internationally as well.
Okay.
I'd take McKinnon over that because like McDavid, as we've proven from the face-off series, he's vocal.
yes.
Yeah.
McDavid's a hardworking. All their leaders there, if they do those, you have Crosby, who's experienced in international tournaments. All this.
Mm-hmm.
If you take Davo, if you take McKinnon and you take Makar, then you have 3 guys who work their balls off.
Oh, agreed, 100%.
And
Yeah.
that's- you
You've
want
also
alternate
got to
captains.
keep in mind with McKinnon and Makar, they have the experience of winning the top championship in the sport.
So does Crosby.
Yeah.
And Sid.
Sid
But
has 2.
You're sitting there and Marchand has his one from 2011, but
Sid has 3. Sid has 3.
Sid has
Sid
3 cups,
Yep.
and McKinnon and Makar, they have one from more.
I can see that.
recently.
I can see
And-
that. Yeah.
yeah,
I understand
I would
that.
give it-
To me, it's a
And
toss-up.
Marchand hasn't been a
between-
great leader for Boston. if we're being
between
honest, as their captain.
Marchand and McKinnon,
know.
McKinnon also has a lot more accolades than Marchand does.
That is fair. I'm just going Marchand just because of the age, because of the experience. Again, I understand if
we're
you want to
just-
go
We're just
McKinnon.
telling you you're stupid.